Today in Cannabis News, the Cayuga Nation states that it expects to start operationally producing cannabis by the end of 2022. A South Dakota state panel rejects a proposal for statewide cannabis legalization, while also shredding current safeguards for medical cannabis users. And Virginia State House Republicans moved to table a proposal that would have accelerated adult use cannabis commerce in the state until 2023. It's Tuesday, March 1st, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, the Cayuga Nation expects to start operationally producing cannabis by the end of 2022, as transactions have already begun at its shops in New York's Cayuga and Seneca counties. The nation, whose homeland is found in the Finger Lakes region of a territory now called New York, United States, stated this week that it will produce cannabis in a 15,000 square foot enclosed structure on its Gacuillo garden site near Seneca Falls. The building is expected to launch by the year's end, according to the nation. In a statement, the nation declared, as a sovereign nation, the Cayuga Nation can grow and sell cannabis within its reservation's boundaries. Similar to the nation's other economic development initiatives, cannabis presents an opportunity to generate economic growth for the nation and its members, while creating jobs for the community. Developing our cannabis business is the next step in expanding and diversifying the Cayuga Nation's economic opportunities and providing long-lasting benefits to the community, the nation added.
Next up this week, a South Dakota State House panel rejected a proposal approved by the state Senate for statewide cannabis legalization, and lawmakers also shredded a related proposal that would have established early industry regulations by substituting it with different wording that removes current safeguards for medical cannabis users. Last week, the state Senate marginally adopted SB 3, the cannabis legalization proposal. However, the State House Affairs Committee blocked it with a 3-8 vote to postpone review of the bill until the day after the legislative session concludes. Nevertheless, activists claim that the effort is far from finished. It's feasible that the bill can be resurrected if at least 24 legislators unite to compel a vote in the chamber, in a move known as a smokeout. It remains to be certain if there is a desire for such procedural strategizing. This fight is not over, and if we ultimately come up short in the legislative session, then we will go back to the ballot this November and pass adult use cannabis legalization in South Dakota for the second election in a row, said Director of South Dakotans for Better Marijuana Laws, Matthew Schweit, to Marijuana Moment. Our opponents can delay legalization, but they cannot stop it. We have the will of the people on our side.
Last up, Virginia State House Republicans moved to table a proposal that would have accelerated adult use cannabis commerce in the state until 2023. Last week, the Virginia State Senate approved a bipartisan bill that would have permitted adult use cannabis purchases to begin in September of this year. However, this week, a subpanel of the Virginia House of General Laws voted 5-3 down partisan lines to postpone the proposal for another year. I spent most of the weekend poring through this bill and trying to come to the determination whether now is the right time for this policy in Virginia, said Delegate Jeffrey Campbell. There are still a lot of unknowns, obviously, in this. I think this is a bigger issue than we can correct in 2 weeks' time. State Democrats on the committee expressed alarm regarding the bill and the difficult path forward in reaching an agreement on particular issues, yet encouraged fellow lawmakers to vote no on the move to postpone consideration until 2023. Procedural delays, they claimed, would simply bolster the illicit sector.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit Trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For Trichomes.com, I'm RJ Balde.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.